Okay, good morning. Today is May 11th. It is Monday, so we are starting on a new packet. So you should be grabbing your May 11th through 15th packet and remembering not to work ahead, that we are only doing Monday. Okay, and then also you're going to see there's already some markings on here, and that's because I already started the video a few minutes ago and my computer died. So I'm having to restart, but there's some work that's already been completed, okay? All right, so remember you're following your daily schedule. If you're in Miss Rudolph's class, there's our Raz Kids username, and you're making sure that you are letting us know if you need us to level you up as well in Raz Kids. Okay, you can just write your teachers either on the Remind app or Class Dojo, depending on who your teacher is. Okay, so today is Monday. It's 5/11/2020. And we are going to start with, as normal, our phonics practice. The the vowel team syllables is what we're going to be looking at today. And this, what is that? We already know what vowels are. You know what teams are, and we've been studying syllables, so you can probably figure this out, because a team is going to have more than one, right? So your vowel teams are going to be words that have two vowels right next to each other. But let's read this and then we'll look at our first example. Okay, so it says, look for vowel teams to help you read with more than one syllable. Look at the word explain. The word explain has two syllables, explain, and see we have a vowel and a consonant, and then you have a vowel team in plain. So say the first syllable, X. Then say the second syllable, plain. The second syllable, the sound A, the long A, is spelt with the vowel team A-I. That's how we get the long A there, okay, because there's a vowel team. So now your directions say, sort the words in the box to match the vowel team syllables listed below. Write the words with the same vowel team next to the letters, and then underline the letters that make that vowel team. So here are your words. Each of these words have a vowel team in them, and Y is considered a vowel here. So we're only going to look at the very first one, and you're going to see that this work is pretty easy once you look at the examples. We have a double E, and then we have the word, what we're looking for are words that have that same vowel team. So if we have a double E, all we have to do is identify the other two words that have the double E, okay? So we see agree, and we write that on the first line, and then we see freedom, we write that on the second line, and we don't forget the second part of the directions, which then say to underline the letters that make the vowel team. So we underline the double E, we underline the double E. And for those of us who want an extra challenge, you could add some more words here, right, that have that vowel team. Okay, I know that tree has that vowel team. It doesn't have two syllables, but it still has that vowel team. So this is a way for me to push my thinking a little bit further, okay? All right, so now for grammar, we're going to go back to talking about capitalizing proper nouns, though this time we're going to add looking at titles, looking at days of the week, looking at months, okay? So each word of a proper noun should begin with a capital letter. The titles and names of people, the days of the week, the months of the year, they are all examples of proper nouns. So we already know that in a name, Olivia Trent, the first and last name should be capitalized, but what we haven't talked about yet are titles. So if you have Miss Hollander or you have Miss Rudolph, then we know that the M in Miss has to be capitalized as part of a title. Same thing with doctors, right? Or Mr. Your days of the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all have to be capitalized. Months, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, all have to be capitalized, okay? So let's look at your examples. It says circle the proper noun in each sentence and then write it correctly on the line. Our principal's name is Mrs. Laura Garcia. I used my editing marks, and remember with your editing marks, you can put 3 lines under letters that need to be capitalized. So you see 3 lines under the M, the L, and the G. Okay, and then you're going to work on 2 and 3. Then we're going to look down at the bottom, and at the bottom it says to circle whether each word names a day or a month, and then write the proper noun correctly on the line. And I'm going to add a piece to that too. Why don't you practice using your editing marks, because that will help you. If you practice doing that in your grammar, that will also help you on Thursdays with your writing assignment when you're supposed to do your editing and revising, okay? So for Tuesday, I know that the T needs to be capitalized, so I put 3 lines under it, but then I'm going to work on my penmanship, and I'm writing neatly on the line Tuesday. And of course, Tuesday is a day. So you'll do the same thing for 5 and 6. Okay, we're starting a new section in math. This page is for more for your parents to read about what we're learning about, so you can provide that to them, and it is also given to you in Spanish as well. Okay, so we are going to be looking at picture graphs, okay? And there's not a lot for me to be able to do extra practice with you and for you to still have work left over to do. So I'm just going to explain how to do number 1. Miss Rudolph's class, you do have some experience with this already. So we're only going to do number 1, and then you guys try to do 2 through 4 alone, okay? So we are looking at a picture graph, and a picture graph is a graph that's it's got pictures represented inside of it, right? So it says write the number, ring more or fewer. And the word ring, they mean circle too, just to give you another avenue of understanding what your directions are saying here. So, and even if you want to make your life a little easier, what I would do before I even look at the questions is I would come over and I would count. All right, so the title is number of balloons. I've got Carla, I've got Peter, I've got Hannah. I can tell that they each had different numbers of balloons. Carla has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to write 7. Peter has 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to write 4. Hannah has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to write 5. Now, only after I do that am I going to go in and start doing my questions. Okay, so Carla here has more or fewer balloons than Peter. First of all, Carla, we're comparing Carla and Peter. So I'm actually going to write this under to help me. Carla has 7. Peter has 4. So Carla has more balloons than Peter. But what they want you to fill in here is exactly how many more. So then the problem that you would just work out is 7 minus 4 equals, of course, 3. And yes, please show your work, okay? So 3 and more. So in each one of numbers 2 through 4, you fill in a number in the box and you circle more or fewer. In 3 and 4, you actually only fill in the box, okay? All right, now let's go over and see what we're writing about, my favorite subject. Here's our brainstorm, our web. Hopefully we're feeling very comfortable with this. Painting in my bedroom gives me a little clue about what I'm writing about, but I think when we go under Wednesday is when we can find the actual prompt written out. Yes, okay. So under Wednesday it says, imagine you were a wonderful painter and your parents would let you paint anything you wanted on your bedroom walls. What would you paint? Describe what it looks like. What would you paint? Describe what it looks like. Okay. So I'm going to come back to my brainstorm and I'm going to think, okay. All right. And I think you guys know this about me already, that I love to be outdoors and I love to hike. And you guys should be thinking about things that you love as well, that you would paint in your bedroom. It shouldn't just be mirroring what I want, right? So my main idea is I got to paint my bedroom walls, okay? Yours can be very similar, and it probably will be similar. And now I'm going to go on to looking at my details. So I got to paint my bedroom walls. On my bedroom walls, I am going to paint a lot of nature. And remember, I'm not worrying too much about spelling. I'm just getting my ideas down, right? Like you guys know, I love to go to the mountains, lakes, rivers. I'm going to put that on one wall. Okay, next I am going to, on my walls, I'm going to paint my family because I love them so much. And, oh, and you guys can imagine this. My final detail, I'm going to also paint my dogs playing because that's like my favorite thing. It makes me feel so good. That would make me feel so good to see that in my house. Okay, so in my last detail, I'm going to merge all 3 of these ideas. I'm going to merge all 3 of these ideas into my concluding sentence. So if I could paint my bedroom and I can paint anything on my walls, I'm going to paint nature, comma, family, comma, and my dogs playing. So you don't really have to go any further than this today. Remember, it's just a brainstorm. The only purpose here is for you to get your ideas down on paper. Okay? And then you get to do the fun part and you get to draw pictures today of what that actual painting is going to look like. Okay? And then if we were in regular school, we would have homework assignments. So that's what this page is for. Remember to do your math, which actually is attached to the next page. And you're going to continue working with pictographs. You're going to read for 20 minutes. You can simply put the title of your Raz Kids book here if you would like, or any book that you're reading at home. And now we've completed all of our word lists and our homework folders. So you are going to go back and you're going to practice lists 1 through 7, just making sure that you know those words, because those are your second grade words. At this point, we're getting to the end of second grade, going into the beginning of third grade. And those words make up 90% of the words in second grade books. So it's very important that we know all those words as we leave second grade. And then you're going to write your spelling words 3 times each. Let's read what these words are and see if you can identify any patterns. Way, away, ball, balloon, play, display, joy, enjoy, explain, and meadow. Okay, and then here is your math for your pictographs. So it's the same thing, and my recommendations would be the same, that you count these out first and then go to the questions. So Peter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Peter has 5. Tammy, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tammy has 4. Shauna, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, who sold the most books? I'll answer that, but you have to answer the rest. So I'm just going to go 5, 4, 9. Okay, 9 is the most. So of course, the answer is Shauna. Okay. All right, and then that's all the work that you're going to be doing for Tuesday, boys and girls. So make sure you also log on to Prodigy. You've been doing an excellent job on IXL. Make sure you're reading on Raz Kids. These are our most valuable sites. Freckle, also incredibly useful. And be nice to your brothers and sisters. Do something to help your family around the house today. And have a great day. Make sure you get outside too. It's good for your mental health. All right. I will see you at our Zoom in just a little bit. Bye. I miss you.